With over 130 glorious episodes of martial arts and family-oriented Super Saiyan and celestial-ridden madness pulled straight out of manga pages, the Dragon Ball Super anime series is likely to be followed up with a new official series sometime in the near future.
You're funny and I like fun.
After Jiren was defeated in the Tournament of Power and the Super Dragon Balls were awarded to the winner Android 17, there are unsurprisingly even more adventures, twists, and turns set to take place involving our favorite Z fighters, with threats of big baddies continuously and impossibly becoming greater and greater, and our heroes ascending to power levels even greater than that, not to mention the ever-intriguing and unique storylines throughout every Dragon Ball series that always seem to intertwine perfectly. There is no time better than the present to do what us fans do best and take a trip to destination speculation.
That's exactly what I'm proposing!
Following the anime and manga closely and factoring in the whole world of multiversal threats that have been busted wide open, join us as we take a look at 10 Dragon Ball Super fan theories that actually make sense. Lord Beerus, accompanied by the ever-powerful Whis, and Champa, accompanied by Vados of the 6th and 7th universes respectively, were the first two gods of destruction introduced during the events of Dragon Ball Super.
Yes, my lord, that's true.
Upon the discovery of these gods of destruction, also known as the Destroyers, we would also learn that each of the 12 universes possesses a unique destroyer of their own, a title that is capable of being earned and passed on through training, motivation, and willingness. It would not be a shock to fans if one of our favorite heroes or Z fighters would eventually attempt to become one of these great gods of destruction. Most conspicuously, Vegeta. Seemingly and slowly but surely ascending towards that position ever since the notion was subtly offered to Vegeta by Whis upon the Saiyan Prince's first attempt at getting Whis to train him early on in the series, Vegeta has also gone so far as to master the Destroyer's patented Hakai ability. Furthermore, Vegeta has also been equipped with the incredibly rare God of Destruction earring and has even undergone the destructive Ultra Ego transformation, rendering this entry less of a theory and more of a spoiler for what's certainly in store for the DB Super series. First introduced to us during the DBS anime series on the home planet of Lord Beerus and Whis, the Oracle Fish is a forgetful but prolific deity who experiences visions and premonitions of the universe's future. At one point in the manga series, the Oracle Fish garners the prophecy of a brand new individual who will inevitably emerge as the strongest and most powerful entity in Universe 7. At first, it was believed that the prophecy was referring to either the bounty hunter GRANOLAH or the fighting prodigy Gas, both of whom used the Dragon Balls to greatly increase their power levels. However, since the recent revelation of the incomprehensibly powerful Black Frieza, who realized what is seemingly the highest level of his potential after finding and spending years inside of a hyperbolic time chamber, it's more than likely that this is who the Oracle Fish's prophecy was intended to reveal. Literally, he who is the end-all, be-all of the Dragon Ball Z anime and manga series respectively, Oob is the reincarnated human form of Kid Buu and was born from the wish made by Goku just before hitting Buu with the Super Spirit Bomb. With the events of Dragon Ball Super picking up merely a few months after Buu was defeated, Oob has not appeared in the DBS anime series yet. The first and last time we saw Oob was during the final episode of Dragon Ball Z, where he was a teen and training with Goku, which takes place years into the future, well after the events of the DBS anime thus far. Come the end of the DBS series, and Oob is still probably only the age of a baby or a toddler at the most, if he's even been born yet at all. More so, it's not entirely clear if the events of the last episode of DBZ are even considered canon anymore, as goes with the events of Dragon Ball GT. It is possible these events will or have happened in one of the other 12 universes. Regardless, Oob has been brought back in the DBS manga series in a prominent role and storyline, and the same will likely happen in the anime as well. Originally appearing at the tail end of the Dragon Ball GT anime series while doing battle with Omega Shenron, which is not considered canon, and in the spin-off manga series Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission, which centers around time and universe traveling and is not considered canon either, GOGETA is the result of Goku and Vegeta successfully attempting the infamous fusion dance. Capable of transforming into a Super Saiyan 4, which, you guessed it, is also not canon, Gogeta remains one of the most powerful beings to ever exist in Dragon Ball lore. He has, however, recently appeared in canonical fashion during the Universal Conflict Saga in the Dragon Ball Super manga, achieving Super Saiyan Blue levels naturally. Not to be confused with Vegeta, the product of Goku and Vegeta fusing together via the Potara earrings, Gogeta is finally and officially recognized, and I wouldn't be surprised if we encountered him at some point during the next DB series. When it comes to powerful Dragon Ball characters across both manga and anime, GRANOLAH is the bar. I'm sorry, but I had to. The sole survivor of the Cerealian race that was exterminated by the Saiyan army, the bounty hunter GRANOLAH is a tough cookie. There's another one. All joking aside, GRANOLAH has yet to appear in the anime, but in the manga he has played a prominent role as both a foe and an ally to Goku and Vegeta. Initially appearing as a major villain in one of the Dragon Ball Super manga's latest story arcs, GRANOLAH is hell-bent on revenge towards FRIEZA for ordering the destruction of his native planet and race. Drastically decreasing his lifespan in exchange for unbridled power, GRANOLAH would barely survive an assault by Gas, who became the most powerful being in Universe 7 bestowed upon him using the Dragon Balls. Because of GRANOLAH's life expectancy as only having about 3 years remaining and factoring in the return of his visceral hatred of FRIEZA, what better redemption arc could there be for GRANOLAH than him laying his life on the line in order to finally put an end to Black FRIEZA's tyrannical ways? Cooler, Frieza's older brother, is another character that has appeared prominently in the so far non-canonical Dragon Ball GT series, as well as a pair of titular movies, neither of which fit the timeline correctly, as is standard for all Dragon Ball films. With Dragon Ball Super making the effort to slowly incorporate themes and characters from GT in both the manga and anime, such as Broly and Gogeta, another logical step would be bringing back King Cold's eldest son Cooler as well. Not only has Cooler always been cool with fans, but his baby brother Frieza has been revived and defeated more times than I care to count. We've even encountered variant versions of Frieza, such as Frost from Universe 6. Now, looking at some of the most recent DBS manga, the Black Frieza story arc would be a perfect place to incorporate Big Bro Cooler in some capacity. Heck, even Meta Cooler would be cool and meta. Genius scientist, twisted madman, and the mastermind behind both the Red Ribbon androids and the evil Cell, Dr. Gero had even successfully converted himself into a bioorganic robot, becoming Android 20. It has been revealed over the years that Dr. Gero had a wife named Vomi and a son named Gevo. Furthermore, it has been disturbingly and shockingly revealed that both Vomi and Gevo were the template models for Androids 21 and 16 respectively. Gevo would debut very recently in the movie Dragon Ball Super Superhero, with his mother's backstory being touched on briefly in the film as well. Yes, another possible sacrifice for the potential greater good. Piccolo cares deeply for Pan, as he displayed during episodes of Dragon Ball Super. He not only takes pride in his connection with Pan since her birth, but he also has a deep-rooted connection with her father Gohan as his trainer. On top of that, Piccolo is one of Goku's greatest allies and former rivals, bonded with his family for generations. As recently seen in the movie DBS Superheroes, Piccolo has taken the young Pan under his wing, training her just as he did with her father. Possessing some of the best character development arcs over the course of several anime series and manga, if Piccolo ever does bite the dust once and for all, he will surely do so with an emotional bang. The Namekian warrior has already given so much to Goku and his family. The ultimate sacrifice in an effort to protect Pan may be the heart-wrenching final selfless act on behalf of Piccolo. Yeah, you saw it coming. We all know it's coming. Whenever we get the next Dragon Ball series, whether under the moniker of Super or not, Goku's granddaughter Pan is the next in line to tap into and realize her Super Saiyan potential. With all of Dragon Ball GT either happening in another universe or being retconned from canon entirely, and Pan presumably training under Piccolo in the main Universe 7, we have seen a small glimpse of Pan's power as a baby. If that short but incredible display was any indicator to go by, then Pan could quite possibly end up being one one of the most powerful Saiyans to ever exist? What if Pan skips Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 and goes straight to Super Saiyan Blue? Only time will tell. Just like their fathers, except in reverse, Goten and Trunks have been bonded since babies and have been friends their whole lives, and I predict they'll eventually grow to hate one another. Generally used as comic relief thus far in all Dragon Ball lore, the recent movie DBS Superhero finally showed us Goten and Trunks as teenagers. The possibility of a rift happening between the two is ripe and timely. Fused together becoming Gotenks, Goten and Trunks are capable of reaching Super Saiyan 3 status. But what if one figures out how to do it on their own and they begin to resent one another because of this? In another twist, what if Goten is the person to break bad, tired of trying to live up to his grandfather's name and reputation? And that was 10 Dragon Ball Super fan theories that actually made sense. Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and enable notifications for more Dragon Ball and anime videos just like this. Damn you, Kakarot!